morning, guys. Welcome to another episode of Restoring Little Girl. For over 2 years now, Little Girl basically has been nothing but a work zone. I uncover the cockpit to come and go out of the cabin. I uncover the foredeck to do work up on it. And meanwhile, the cabin center, the center of the boat, really never gets uncovered at all. And the result is dirt, pine needles, lots of green fairing compound, dust, cobwebs. They all just kind of came and made their very happy home in on the side decks and the cabin sides. And it wasn't until I took that stinking tarp off of there that I realized what an absolute wreck it was. It was just a stinking mess. So once I got that off, I said, okay, I'm going to do some cleanup here. Basically, I did it the quick way. I didn't do a wash down on the deck. What I did do was to use this stuff called Tough Stuff and paper towels, and I just scrubbed and all in some Windex, and basically I managed to get things in pretty good order. And so that's the first part of this video. Just so you'd give a little foreground there before we before you have to take a look at what we're doing. Just the difference here. This is just loaded with grunge, fairing compound dust, cobwebs, nasty. Okay, but I back away. You can see what I've been doing, and using a combination of the Tough Stuff and also some Windex up here. Yeah, this is my fast, cheap way of doing this without having to get out the hose and scrub brush and all. I couldn't find my scrub brush. That's why we're doing this. But anyway, I'm going to try to get as much of this done as possible before noon. It's warming up, and we're going to be able to do fairing compound on that deck, and I'm chomping at the bit on that. I had my camera around backwards, so you didn't see any of what I just did. That's all right. Let me turn it around. I'll show you what I've already accomplished. This basically all my little bitty potholes have been fixed at this point. You can't see them because they're all patched. I had a whole bunch of little potholes in here. They've all been fixed, so that's good. All right, I want to see one more right here. All right, I'm going to be right up here in just a minute because we got a big indent, and that's got to be fixed, and that's going to be what that is all for. It's all already been mixed up, and we're ready to go. Okay, we got it this time. Then very carefully set this camera up. Okay, so I don't know if you can see where the stick is, but we have an indent here in the center. We're just about dead on all the way back, but then when you drag the stick this way, this is a pocket here, from here to about here. As you approach the tow rail over here, you're fine, but out here in the middle, from here to here, that's an indent, and so that's what this is going to be for, right back here. Number one, we got to get some acetone on this, get this cleaned up where we're going to be putting down the fairing compound. Glad I didn't have to buy that $12 can of fairing compound. That $12 can of acetone up at West Marine. Okay, we're good. All right, so next thing, get some gloves on. And I gotta really want to do a good job on this. You get this pothole or the indent full, but not crazy and over much. Get another glove right here. All right, here we go. Here we go. Get out of there. Little chips or something. Get into that. Good. We're good. It's looking good. We do this carefully. I may just try to end with this and see if this is going to be enough. Who would have thought? I've been waiting for this 50-degree temperature. And I'll tell you right now, feeling the amount of heat coming down on this, this is more than adequate. I don't know if I want to mix up any more of this or not. I tell you what needs to happen is that this needs to harden, and I need to put a very thin coat right there, that one spot. And then I think we're done. I think what we've got to do, we've got to let this harden. If I go messing with that anymore, I'm going to mess it up, and I don't want to do that. So let's go ahead and we'll just let this harden like it is with this kind of summer heat or summer sun on it, summery sun. We should be fine. Let's see if I have any spots back there. Okay, I need to see a spot back there I want to go hit. So we're going to leave this right here, and I see a spot right back there on the front of the cabin, one little spot. And I'm going to go back and hit that. And then we'll just let everything harden up under this nice, bright, early, well, what is it? We're in March sun, and see if we can't get this once and for all. And this will be the last of the fairing compound. Then we just sand everything out and be good to go. All right, I'm going to go back there and get that one spot, and then we're going to let it harden, guys. That'll do it. Let that harden up, sand that out, and good. I think all of our spots are gotten back here. I think we got everything. Oh yeah. The thing is, some of these are so shallow that by the time we put gel coat on, you wouldn't even notice it. So that's our next thing. After we get done with fairing and sanding, gel coat is coming up next. Well, at this point, I'm tempted to say this is going to be the final fairing compound, except for that one little pocket right there. And right now, we're looking really good. Let's go ahead, and we're going to scoot out of here and go pick up some acetone. I was hoping not to have to do this, but I really don't have much choice. And because I've got to be able to clean up my tools. I've just barely managed to get enough out of this old can to clean up my whatever that wallpaper, wallboard plasterer thing. There's a name for it, whatever. So that's all clean now, and but I want to be able to have that acetone on hand for wiping down the stuff we just did and getting any final coat stuff. All this stuff right in front of the cabin, I think is done. I don't think we're gonna have to do any more on that at all. So, all right, let's go get out of here and go get some acetone. Well, I don't know if you're gonna be able to see this, but okay, here's a. Okay, you can see where it is, and this is just about in the middle. It's already a little bit caved, but as you come back this way, not bad, but not good. You come back this way some more. You can see we're at about 1/8 of an inch. About 1/8 of an inch. About 1/8 of an inch, maybe closer to 3/16. Same thing. Same thing. Yeah, a little more pocket right there. Okay, and then by the time you get back here to the toe rail, you're just about dead even. But for one thing, part of that is the fact that this is, we've got some lumpity bumpities that's holding things up. But there's no doubt about it. This is going to have a second coat. And right now, this is still, it's not tacky, but it's warm and very soft. I don't know if you can hot top this stuff or not. I have not looked at that. I'm going to go back and look at the containers. But now this over here, this is all set. This is all going to be perfect. I don't need to even worry about this. I can probably even sand it now, but I'm not going to. I'm going to let that harden a bit more. And the problem I've got is that I do have to get this boat covered by this evening. And put my brand new tarp on it. And that's going to take some time. So anyway, we may call this a wrap. So I think I'm going to go ahead and get everything down off from here, get it in the cabin, and we'll pick up where we left off next time. I didn't want to do that. I wanted to be able to get this done. But you saw how much is lacking between the bottom of the dip and where it comes up to level. And it's definitely going to need one more coat. So, all right, well, there we are. I'll see you guys down in the cabin after I get all this stuff put below. Well, about to wrap up this trip. I'm really glad that I had time enough in between the different events, the different things that I had to do a major spiff up on the boat. And got a lot of the dust and the crap, and the side decks look good again, and the runners, the eyebrows, it's better. It's better. And up on the deck, major work got done. Basically, we're going to get up there in a minute, but yeah, we've got to start on that one hollow area. We're going to have to do another coat when we get back. But hey, we are much closer to being done with that project than we were when we started. So let me get up on the foredeck and we'll talk. All right. Starboard is in really nice shape. There's almost nothing left I have to do over here. It's fairly nice and level and smooth and pretty good. Up into the bow there, very nice. Up right behind the breast hook. This is gonna be all right. I got one spot here, and I can see what happened. My hardener and my resin did not mix thoroughly, and now I got a bit of a sticky area there. I may have to scrape that or sand it later. But the rest of that over on the port over there, that's all perfect. I could probably sand it now. Anyway, that's going to be my one baby right there. I'm going to have to come back and give a second coat too. And then after that, after that's sanded, after all this is sanded, finished sanded, we can get some gel coat on this. And we're closer now than we ever been. And you guys, it's been 2 years. 2 years this past November that we cut this deck up and ripped all the garbage out of it. I did. Ryan helped me cut it, but then after that, this has been my baby all the way. So, oh, come to think of it, Ryan did help me to actually. I cut all the all the coring and fit it, but then he did help me lay coring one day. So thank you for that, Ryan. Appreciate your help. All right, that's it, guys. I think we're pretty much a wrap on this trip. Really disappointed I didn't get that one pocket up there finished out, but we're a whole lot closer now than we were before we started. So there we go. There we go. Well, I've got a little time left. I couldn't resist it, so I'm going to go ahead and sand the these patches on the back toward the cabin. They're hard and they're dry, and they might as well just get this done. And then we'll leave that one spot up in the foredeck to just put a second coat on next time we're down. So I'm going to get to work on this, see what we can get done on the patches, the little potholes and things I just patched or filled in. some of that's a little, not quite right. Yeah, I think I'm gonna probably have to let that harden a bit more. You know me, rushing it. Yeah, that's a good start, but that's definitely needs to harden a bit more. So we're gonna let that go. Oh well, it was a nice thought. Yeah, next time. All this is gonna be next time. All right, that's it, guys. I'm gonna get back down to the cabin and make it a wrap on this. So, yeah, let me get back down there. Well, guys, we're gonna call this a wrap. Got a lot done, and this has been a good trip. Man, one of the first things we needed to do when we got here is get that old tarp off from here, get it all baled out, and just get it ready to go to the dump. That's been done. New tarp is ready to go on. Then after that, we got to sanding on that foredeck, and I'll tell you, let's put it this way: starboard side is basically ready to go. They'll probably do some finish sanding when I go over onto the port side and do that part. But basically, that starboard side is just sweet. On the port side, you already know the story over there. We got to do some more fill on that front area, and I tried to rush it and get some sanding done there in front of the cabin. That was definitely rushing it. It was not quite to the point where I should have been sanding it. Let's put it that way. So that's all done for this trip. Everything's been loaded back into the boat. Another thing that I got majorly done was when I was waiting for the temperatures to come up. I just got to doing a lot of cleaning. Guys, this boat has basically been a construction zone for 2 years, and just tons and tons of spider webs and dust, particularly fairing compound dust from when we ripped up the old deck. It was just a wreck around here. And so one of the things I did while we were waiting for the temps to come up today was just get to work. Actually, I started it last night too, but just to get to work, look along the side, what do we want to call it? The side decks, not next to the cabin, the whole area along the sides of the cabin themselves, just filthy. And I got a lot, just basically all of it cleaned up really nicely. Not as much as I would if I'd had the hose out and scrubbed it like that, but for right now, this will do. I'm very happy with what we got, because it had been just such a mess for so long. It was just bothering the crap out of me. So anyway, that's all done. All right, next time when we get down here, get to work on that area that we already started. Finish up that area up in the forward part of the deck. Get another layer on that. Sand out the stuff that's back toward the front of the cabin there. That'll be ready. That is a done deal there. That's not going to have any problem at all, because basically that filled all those little potholes, and once that's sanded out, that'll be completely ready to go, just like the starboard is. And so that's it, guys. Thank you for stopping by Restoring Little Girl, and we'll catch you guys on the next time down. And hey, been a good trip. Thank you for stopping by. Bye-bye.